we are kicking it old school. We're going back to our cookbooks, and we are choosing 3 different recipes that are very fall-like out of this Grandma's Favorites Taste of Home cookbooks. I have 3 of these, and when I was looking for recipes, I found 3 that were very fall-ish, fall-esque, fall-ful. So I thought we would make them together, and man, did they turn out great. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. We're gonna get started in just a second. I did want to tell you that a portion of today's video is sponsored by Seed. I'll tell you more about them a little bit later, but let's go back in time and let's make one of the easiest and best breakfast casseroles I've ever made. The first one we're gonna make is a breakfast. Here's the picture of it here. And it is called Sausage and Apple Cornbread Bake. You serve it for breakfast, you drizzle some maple syrup on top, sausage, apple, so fall. Let's make it. Here in this skillet, well, first of all, we need to preheat the skillet, but we're gonna cook our sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in there even though our pan is not quite hot yet, because I need to go over there and start chopping up my apples. So I wanted to get this started first. You know what? I should have gotten some maple sausage. Do they sell maple sausage in the, like by the bulk pound? I didn't even think to look for that. That would have been so good in this recipe. Oh well. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know? The recipe calls for tart apples. So I got some Granny Smith because those are good and tart. I'm gonna try and peel this quickly, but not so quickly that I cut myself. We also need to preheat our oven to 400 degrees. I sliced them pretty thin, just so I know that they'll be nice and soft at the end. But we've got 4 apples to do this to. This is only apple number 1. I need to go check on my sausage. I hear it sizzling over there. So I'll see y'all back in just a second. Okay, we got some good color over here. So what I'm gonna do now is just drain this on a plate here. Me and my little weak hand, I'm telling you what. Golly.
You might do some more curls.
I'm gonna have to do something. Good gracious. Okay, so let's let that do its thing. So I'm finishing these up just in time. Our sausage just finished. Now, I'm gonna go grab our sausage. We're gonna put it here in this pan. So this is an 8x8 square baking dish. So we're gonna put our sausage in the bottom. If yours is not super non-stick, make sure you spray it first. Then we're gonna top it with our apples. We had a good bit of apples. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but we had a lot of apples. So our topping uses one of my favorite things. I love the Jiffy corn mix. But we need 1/3 cup of milk, so I'm gonna measure that out. We also need 1 egg. So let's add our corn muffin mix in here, and our milk, and our egg. I'm gonna crack my egg in here first, just to make sure it ain't bad. I'm always scared.
I don't know if I've ever had a rotten egg.
I've had one time.
Really?
Uh-huh. I don't know if it was rotten, but it was weird looking. It wasn't edible. Okay, we're just going to make sure everything gets, like there's no dry ingredients left. And then we're gonna pour that over top. That's it, y'all. That's about as simple as it gets.
Check it out.
You have to make sure you get all the dry stuff off the bottom. All right, we're good. Let's just pour this over our apples. I'm gonna try and spread it out so it covers it completely, but what you think?
I think I'm ready to eat.
All right, this is going in our 400 degree oven, I think for like, oh, it says 30 to 40 minutes. So we'll check it at 30 minutes and see what it looks like. It's been 30 minutes. And Steven said, I don't know about them apples. And you know what? The apples that didn't get covered might not be exactly like we want them. But we're supposed to let this sit for 10 minutes before we eat it. But it's definitely golden brown. It's good to go. I think it's okay. I think it might just be the apples that were exposed. So I think we're gonna be okay. I would like to thank Seed for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And you know what I just realized? I dressed to match my Seed today. And I didn't even mean to, it just worked out. For well over a year now, Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic has been a big part of my morning routine. I decided to make it a part of my morning routine because it does recommend that you take it on an empty stomach. So 30 minutes before you eat or about 2 hours after you eat. So in the morning, I like to get up and have a big glass of water and take my DSO1 with that. And here's the thing, I started out just giving it a try. I thought, okay, I might see some results. And then I noticed a lot of results. So what is seed? Seed is a daily prebiotic and probiotic that you can take, and it has a 100% survivability rate, meaning the prebiotics go to where they're supposed to, and then the probiotics are delivered all the way to your colon still alive, which is a big part of why seed blows their competition out of the water. So here's the deal. You've got this one capsule, but inside of this capsule is another capsule, and they call this the ViaCap technology. So your prebiotic is in the outer capsule. It goes into your stomach like it's supposed to. That probiotic is protected against all of your stomach acids, all the enzymes that can normally kill the probiotics before they do their job. It survives all of that and gets delivered directly to your colon so that you get all of the benefits. The benefits, let me tell you, not only is it great for your gut and your digestive health, I started noticing a difference in my skin and my skin just looked healthier, felt healthier. I also love that it helps my immune health, especially as we're going into the fall and winter, flu and cold season, just not a vibe. And it also helps with your heart health. It definitely helped me start seeing a reducing in bloating, but I love that it's not just digestive. I'm taking these 2 pills every morning and it's doing so much more than just helping my digestive system. We are headed into the fall season. Fall and winter to me means a lot of comfort foods, maybe some not as good for you foods. Is more of a time where we tend to be a little more guilty when it comes to our foods. And that can wreak havoc on our digestive system. So seed could be an integral part of helping you out. So if you're interested, you can click the link below. You can scan this QR code right here and use my code Mandy25. You'll get 25% off of your first month supply. Plus you'll get free shipping and you could really start seeing some great benefits in as little as 2 weeks. Thank you to Seed for continuing to support my channel, and let's get back to cooking.
We are very liberal with the syrup.
Yeah, we
I'll
are.
leave that open for you, my dear.
Thank you. You ready to eat?
Yeah, we're getting involved here.
I'm excited about this one. It just
Me
seems
too.
so fall.
Wow. That apple, a little pop, a little tart. Mm-hmm. Then the maple syrup with that sausage.
Yeah.
Man, that's good. Man.
Yay.
Oh man, that is so good. It's like this sweet, savory. You talk about breakfast now.
Okay.
This is some kind of breakfast right here.
Well, I'm excited to try it. I love how simple it was.
Man, that's good, baby.
Okay. All right. I'm digging in. Love you, mean it. Bye.
It just screams fall, like you said.
It reminds you of a McGriddle.
Yes,
with
it
the
does.
sausage and the bread
Yes.
and the maple. But then you have the sweet surprise,
Yes.
kind of tart surprise of that apple.
Yes.
And the apple is perfectly cooked. It's not
Yes.
like soggy,
Right.
but it's not crunchy.
Right.
It's right in between.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be like a breakfast thing we're going to have to start doing more often for sure.
Especially in the fall.
Yeah.
To be so simple and to have like 3 ingredients.
I'm actually surprised. I didn't know what this was going to turn out like, but I think this is one of the best breakfasts we've had in a long time.
It really is. Y'all have got to make this.
Yeah.
Our next recipe out of the grandma's favorites is an appetizer. It's a dip. It's this one right here. And it is a very fall dip. It is a cranberry and bacon Swiss cheese dip. But you know what? We need some type of bread to eat this with. I mean, you could use pita chips or something like that, but I have some bread from Wild Grain. I'm gonna pop that in the oven. We're gonna use these Bavarian pretzel buns because I feel like they're gonna hold up well to the dip. So let's bake these and then we'll start on the dip. We don't have much chopping to do. One of the things I really do like about this recipe is it recommends to use the pre-cooked bacon, this stuff here. So I do like that because that saves time. It also recommends to use frozen chopped onions and just thaw them. I don't keep those on hand, so I'm just going to chop this up. So really, I mean, the only chopping it tells you to do is just to chop up this bacon here. But I'm gonna chop this onion. Okay, there's our onion. I had a really small one, so I just chopped the whole thing. And then we have about 8 pieces of that already fully cooked bacon that we need to chop. So that's all the chopping we've got to do. Now let's just assemble our dip. Okay, first of all, let me turn this. There we go. We need 2/3 a cup of mayo. I always use Duke's. It calls for 1/3 a cup of this chive and onion spreadable cream cheese, which is exactly how much I had left in this. We need a tablespoon of stone ground mustard. Now the recipe calls for 1/4 teaspoon of a garlic pepper blend. I don't have that other than I have garlic and I have pepper. So I'm just gonna sprinkle in a little bit of both. Now it calls for 3 cups of shredded Swiss cheese. This is only like 1.5 cups, maybe a little over. So I didn't realize that when I bought this. I didn't realize that the recipe called for 3 cups is what I mean. So I'm gonna dump all of this in there. And then we still need a good bit of cheese, and I have some of this 5 cheese Italian blend. I realize it's not Swiss, but I don't feel like going back to the store in the middle of making this. So we're gonna go with it. It calls for sliced almonds and dried cranberries. I just found this in the salad section of my grocery store, and instead of buying separate things, I just bought this that has it together. So it says to add in about 1/4 a cup of this for right now. And let's also add in our bacon and our onion. Let's stir all of that together. Your oven needs to be preheated to 325. It was on 350 for the pretzel bun, so I've just turned it off for now, letting it cool down just a minute, and I'll turn it back on. So now you need a greased 1 or 2 quart dish, and let's just put this in here. I just realized it said that the dried cranberries should be chopped, but I mean, they're small, so I feel like it's fine. It says to top it with some more of the almonds. So this is gonna bake uncovered for 25 to 30 minutes at 325. The timer just went off, and oh my goodness, it smells so good in here. And that is definitely bubbly. So let me put on another mitt and I'll show you.
All right.
Look at us matching.
Dippity-doo-dah-day.
Do you
We
see
do
us
match.
matching?
Yeah.
Ain't we cute?
I like to look, you know, similar. No, I don't.
All right.
All right. This looks good. Smells delicious.
Oh
Is
my
that a
gosh.
cranberry?
It is. And then bacon.
Bacon?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Excuse you.
Sorry. Just want to go right on in.
All right.
Tink.
Tink.
Wow. Man, the flavor. Cheesy. That cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Insanely good. The bacon in there.
It's got bacon, almonds, cranberries.
Is there onions in there?
Yeah, there's onions in there.
Man.
I love that onion in there.
That is super good. Mm-hmm. You bring this somewhere, it'd be yum. Mm-hmm. For real.
Every now and then I get a little cranberry and it's this little pop of sweet in there.
Mm-hmm. That is a solid dip right there.
That's good.
That is really good, yeah.
All right, y'all. There you go. There's you a good fall dip to make. Well, it's not really a dip. Kind of. I dip, you dip, we dip.
I'm dipping in there.
Okay.
I'm dipping.
Hey, we're going to cook dinner. You want to come along? I thought so. We are making our final recipe out of one of these cookbooks. I have 3 of these. If you don't know the story behind this, somehow I got on Taste of Home's mailing list for these. I got off of it because I didn't need one every quarter, but I got 3 of them before I was able to get off that list. But I found some great recipes in it. So this particular one is a ham, broccoli, and orzo casserole. I'm just gonna make half of the recipe because we don't need the full thing. But it seems pretty straightforward. We just gotta chop up some ingredients, so let's do that real quick. Oh, before we chop up ingredients, we do need to preheat the oven. Let's see, what do we preheat it to? 350. I said we needed to chop some stuff, and we do, but first we've gotta get the orzo on the stovetop. So I've got some chicken broth here. I am cutting the recipe in half, so I'm only doing 2 cups of chicken broth and 1 cup of orzo. If you want to do a full 9x13 pan, you'll do 4 cups of chicken broth, so this whole carton, and 2 cups of uncooked orzo. And if you hear that loud noise in the background, my dryer is going. Our laundry closet is right off of the kitchen, so if I'm having to do laundry and cook at the same time, you can just hear it in the background. So I'm gonna go put this on the stovetop and bring it up to a boil. We need about 1 cup of chopped broccoli. I don't know how small we need to chop this. This is a guesstimation over here. Some of these they're so small I can just kind of pull them apart, you know. Is that about a cup? I feel like it is. This is a 1 cup measure. I mean, just throw it on the ground, Mandy. That'll help things. Yeah, that's a cup. Okay, we're good. All right, and then we also need to chop up some fresh kale. Let me pick up this broccoli off the floor. Okay. I just washed this kale, but we need about a cup of that chopped. I don't use kale very often. Do you? You have to tell me. I like kale, I just don't ever really think to use it, and I don't use a lot of recipes that use it. That is more like 2 cups, I'm pretty sure. So we don't need all this. I'm throwing it on the ground too. You know, it's just, do you do this? I mean, I have to vacuum, especially where I'm standing, every single day, because I am so messy when it comes to chopping things up and pouring things, and it's all over the floor. Tell me I'm not alone. Okay, that's good. And then, oops. But I'm gonna run my knife through this one more time because I don't feel like I chopped it small enough. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Chicken broth is boiling, so I'm gonna go add in our cup of orzo. And we're just gonna let this cook for about 8 minutes. It does not take long at all. So let me just set a timer so I don't forget. Now, the recipe calls for 2 cups, so I'm only gonna need about 1 cup, but I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to cheese, I'm a little heavy-handed. 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. I've got sharp white cheddar that I need to use up, so that's what I'm gonna use. That's probably enough. However, I'm gonna do just a little bit more. Like I said, when it comes to garlic and cheese, you can never have too much. I guess you can have too much, but I'm pretty heavy-handed with both. That's more like 1.5 cups. I've got a skillet here. If you're doing the whole recipe, you may want, I don't know, this skillet may still be large enough, but you may need a bigger saucepan. The original recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of butter, so I'm gonna do like 1.5 tablespoons, I guess. I'm eyeballing this. I've got it on medium heat. I'm gonna add that to it and let it melt. And if you're wondering why I let this cook uncovered, it said to. So just a heads up. It's almost done. It's only got like 1.5 minutes left, so we're about there. But basically you just want all of the water to be absorbed is what it said. To our melted butter, we're gonna add like a couple of tablespoons of flour, and I'm just going to cook this for a couple of minutes till it's kind of lightly browned. Something that it doesn't say to add is garlic, but I love garlic. And I feel like it would be good in this, so we're gonna add garlic too. If you don't want to, don't. But I'm just gonna add like a couple of cloves. When I say cloves, I mean. So let's add that in now. Just a little bit, not a lot. I just really want that garlic flavor in there, and we don't even add garlic powder or anything, so I was like, yeah. It's the beauty about recipes is you can tailor it to your liking. All right, now it's time to add some milk. We are gonna whisk in. I'm doing 1 cup of 2% milk. If you're doing the whole recipe, you'll use 2 cups. Okay, we want this to come to a boil, and I also need to add in some salt and pepper at this point too. Okay, it is starting to thicken. That's what we want. Beautiful. Now, we're gonna add in most of our cheese. We're gonna leave 1/4 cup to about 1/2 cup out. We'll stir that in and let that melt. Let me turn this down just a tad. I mean, how can that not be good, you know? Just turned the heat off. Let's add in our cooked orzo. Then we need to add in some diced ham. I'm gonna be adding in about 3/4 cup. And our broccoli and kale needs to go in at this point too. And let's combine all of this together. Okay, let me grab my baking dish and we'll put this in there. You know what? I really could just bake it in here. I think I'm gonna, because that's less dishes, you know? So I'm just gonna smooth it out. It doesn't quite fill up the entire thing, but it's close enough. Team less dishes. On top of this, we're gonna go in with some French fried onions, which I love. I got the small jar so we can just use it all. And the remainder of our cheese. And now we just bake this until it's bubbly. So about 20 minutes at 350. That's it, uncovered. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you don't have a mic on.
Oh.
He'll be back. While he went and got a mic, I took a bite.
I saw that. Snuck in there. It's all right. You deserve a bite.
Thanks.
It smells good.
You don't know what it is.
It's a broccoli, ham, rice casserole.
It's not rice, but yes.
Oh, is that orzo?
It's orzo.
Man, I'm getting some like chicken vibes too. Like
There's a lot of chicken broth, yeah.
it's like almost just a little bit creamy, I guess.
It's got some milk and some cheese
Got
all
some
throughout.
creamy textures in there for sure. It's definitely got that warm casserole vibe to it. Ham flavor throughout. It's like a hug.
Good.
Aha!
What you aha?
Fried onions on top.
Yes, very good.
I can't ever eat those without thinking about green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole is the greatest food ever. Ever.
This is delicious, babe.
Oh, good.
Home run.
All right. Well, I liked it when I took my little bite, but I'm going to take some more bites.
Get all the lovely bits.
I don't like that saying.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's up there with the M word for me.
Really?
I don't like it.
Well, there's a difference between lovely bits and wobbly bits.
Nah.
We don't say wobbly bits.
So, I can't even think right now because you've got me so messed up. Okay, this is delicious.
It is delicious.
I'm struggling trying to get the cheese and the French fried onions in a bite. It's hard.
You don't have to have a dainty approach to this. You just get involved. It's got that fall casserole vibe.
But the good thing is, like, it's a complete meal.
Yeah, got your proteins.
You've got your protein, you've got your starch, your carbohydrate, and then you've got your veggies too, broccoli and kale. It's everything all in one dish. So our cookbooks did not fail us. We had 3 very successful recipes that we all loved. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button before you leave if you haven't done so. And don't forget, you can scan this QR code right here, or you can click the link in my description box and you can check out Seed and try out their DS-01 Daily Symbiotic. You'll get 25% off of your first month supply, plus you'll get free shipping when you use that link and my code, Mandy25. That's it from me today. I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.